morning, you guys. I am headed. Good morning, you guys. My child is in the back. I have been running a fever. I had a fever all of yesterday of like 102. So Jacob stayed home from the cell, and I just mostly slept almost all of yesterday to be able to just kind of give my body a break. And I feel much better today. I woke up feeling, I don't know if I just had a little 24-hour bug or something, but I'm telling y'all, like, yesterday was, I just had like a headache, all my muscles were sore. I almost felt like it was the flu, but it didn't last very long. So, man, I will tell you that I have gotten hundreds of messages telling me how much that they really loved and appreciated the podcast. I've also gotten lots and lots and lots of new following. I'm telling you that we have, most of the platforms grew by a couple of hundred people just because we're not very active on those platforms. But my Tara Michelle Sanders page got over 3,000 new followers. So that like 3,800 new followers, which is a great thing. So something I always have to remember is that when people are gonna have their own opinion about everything, and somebody messaged me and was like, oh my god, the comments on that podcast on Facebook are awful. People are calling you names, and I have been called names for years. And somebody said, well, doesn't it hurt your feelings? And I said, no, it quit hurting my feelings a long time ago. It quit hurting my feelings when I realized that what somebody says about me speaks more about who they are than it does about me. If my name being mentioned on a podcast or me being on a podcast triggered you emotionally to the point that you had to say something publicly, I just want you to know that that is something you need to sit down and sort out, not me. Because I don't give a shit if you're on a podcast or not. So it's very important to remember that, like, if you dislike somebody, that says a lot about you. So we are having a star party, you guys. Please send stars. That way we can get the stars. Yeah, say send stars! So at the end of the day, I still wake up every day. I still go to work every day. My husband still buys horses every day almost. And yeah, let's kill this star party, Tinley said. Tell him, send stars, send stars. Send stars! I am feeling better. You can still see from under my eyes that I'm still probably a little bit dehydrated and that kind of thing, but I'm doing okay. Even my hair, so normally it's my hair on this side that you can see where it's growing back, but today I've got a cowlick going on this side where my hair is growing back from COVID. I lost so much hair during COVID, and it is definitely a lot, but I'm headed today to get my hair done blonder. I'm going blonder. I decided I just wanted to be super blonde for the rest of my 30s. I mean, it's going to be like balayaged. I do like a darker base, but send stars, send stars. Thank you so much, you guys, for sending stars. Thank you, Misty. Kill this star party. Thank you, Laura. Say thank you. Beba's mom, your Amarillo Grammy just sent stars. My child told me Beba is my older sister, and her mom is my grandma. So my child now thinks that she has family. Yeah, Beba is her big sister, and so that makes Beba's mom her other grandma. So we just let her think that. That's fine. My child just loves Elizabeth, and she loves Elizabeth's mom. But like I said, I've got just a ton of stuff to do today. We've got some stuff to do at the farm too, and I'm just torn. And Dylan has to load out. I mean, there is a list of things that's a mile long to do today. And I think that so my immune system has always been the GOAT. So when I got COVID that bad, we were all shocked because I've always been the one person that has like a terrible immune system, but I mean, a fantastic immune system. Bear, what are you doing? Getting away from Tinley. There you go.
I want to pet Bear.
I know, but he doesn't want you to pet him with the noodles, so he ran away from you. Bear is now in the front seat because Tinley was whacking him with a noodle. She can still reach him. She can still reach him. So, yes. So, several things. The comment section on Facebook of the Gauge podcast was really negative, and so if you have time today, just go to the Gauge here on Facebook, go to my video, don't read the comments, because I don't want you to get into a fight with people. There was a girl on there that says I owe her money from 13 years ago. Like, that is the mentality of what's going on there. And at the end of the day, Jacob actually replied to some of them because he thought that it was funny. Like, honestly, he was like laughing at the stupidity. Then there were people that were like, she is a con artist. What she does is a scam. And then they were like, she's been hiding out for years. Nobody's been hiding. That just shows you like how, like if you haven't seen somebody in a decade and you don't know what a person's been doing for the last decade of their life, I don't think that you get the ability to like have an opinion. You can have one. It's just irrelevant. Like, their opinion doesn't matter to me. But what I don't want is for people like Chance to feel like, well, I mean, I was a little bit disappointed because people like Desi and her fake profiles, you know, the Cindy and the Brent fake profile that she has, are on there just commenting on everything, like 600 comments, and most of them are, and that they were saying that I had requested myself to be on there, and I don't have fake profiles. I do not. I have my profile, and then I have like a backup profile in case I go to Facebook jail. That they were like, she's not even Facebook monetized, and I was like, if I wasn't Facebook monetized, we wouldn't have the subscription groups, we wouldn't have the stars, we wouldn't have the commercials. So I'm still fully Facebook monetized. So it's just crazy the things that people say on social media that are not true. I mean, there was a girl, like I said, that from 13 years ago, and of course it's her side versus my side. Jacob even said, like, at the end of the day, she was like, it's $3,800. First of all, no. And second of all, she sold a horse, and then I took the horse back and I resold him. So as of the point that I had to take the horse back because you didn't tell the truth about him, you lied. And you know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It was 13 years ago, and I'm over it. It was 13 years ago. And there's people that owe Jacob and I money, and I just am never going to get on Facebook and tell people. I'm actually not going to lose sleep over it because I make enough money every day that is just, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. But I really hope that you guys will go on there today. I did not go live yesterday at all because I was sick. But I'm telling you guys, when this video ends, go to the Gauge podcast, go to the comments, and leave a good comment. I hope you say, opinions are like assholes, everybody has one, and I agree with what Tara says. Just leave like please, I'm asking you. There's 400 of you watching this. There's 356 of you watching on one page, and there's 295 of you watching on another page. So between the Tara Michelle Sanders page and the JT Livestock page, I have almost 700 viewers watching me live right now, and every single one of you like this video. Make sure you leave a like, a heart. My videos are coming out of shadow ban because you guys have fucking killed it. Like, Facebook is starting to see when they send those little notifications that yeah, like they're, you know, you send a little notification like, do you want to still see this? You guys are selecting no, which means no, you do not want them to hide the notifications. And so since you are actually reading and selecting no and still getting the notifications, I'm coming out of shadow ban because Facebook is figuring out that, like, yes, my following is a loyal, quality following because I produce authentic, quality content, and it's amazing. Like, it's helped the horses. Like, they're moving again. Like, things are rolling. Everything's back to normal. I went about a month being completely shadow banned to where nobody was seeing notifications, nobody was seeing anything. So this has been really great. So please make sure that anytime you watch one of my videos, I know a lot of you guys are silent viewers, and I love you, and I love and I respect that you just watch me, you support me, but you know, you don't have a lot to say. That's okay. But if you will please like my videos, leave a comment. All you have to do is leave a smiley face, a hey Tara, how are you? Just watching from Florida. If you catch this on replay later, just say, hey, I'm a replay watcher. I'm catching this on replay. Every single comment, every single reaction that's positive, like, or love is huge. It helps my algorithm to grow. See how much these are growing now? I've got 365 live viewers on one platform and 299 on another. So we have 700 viewers plus watching, and we're still growing. Like, now we're at 361 and 310. So it's very important for you guys to comment. It's very important for you to leave a like, a love. Anytime you watch something on replay, comment. The more comments and reactions a video gets, the better. And then when I end this video, please go to the Gauge here on Facebook. Also, they're on Instagram and they are also on YouTube. So if you will click on the YouTube video and leave a comment on YouTube, that's great too. The comments on YouTube are fantastic. Like, all of the YouTube comments are like positive. There's like one or two anti-slaughter people, but not anything. But Facebook just gives people the ability to say things that they would never say. And how this got started, just so you guys know, a couple of years ago, a colt got left dead in a parking lot, and I got blamed for it. I was actually on bed rest with Tinley. I talk about it in the podcast. But Jordan Briggs, who is a world champion, she won the world this year, posted, good old Tara Sanders did this. She actually took the post down after you guys went to her page and savagely attacked her, which to me was justifiable because this person said this. But you have to remember that when somebody is a world champion, there are hundreds of people that will believe them without doing any research just because they're a winner. This person is a winner. This person is a champion. This person is somebody that they look up to and respect. And if this person says, I did it, those people believe them. And there are people all throughout that industry that believed that I did that with zero research. And my question is, when people get mad about Platinum Ticket or people get mad about that colt, why are we not mad at the person who dumped them at the sale barn? Why are we overlooking the person that dumped them at the sale barn in that condition? Why are we blaming the buyer? Why are we blaming the buyers for what the seller did? Is that not the craziest thing in the world? If you're upset about Platinum Ticket, then they should have done everything they could to figure out who sold him. And the truth is, the reason it was never found is because the guy that sold him at Knoxville had just bought him like 2 or 3 days before at a sale in Kentucky, and he was in that shape in Kentucky, and because it crossed state lines, the investigation went cold. They were not going to cross state lines and keep digging. So that's why Platinum Ticket's seller never really got found, because the guy that dropped him at Knoxville just said that when he bought him at the sale in Kentucky, he didn't realize he was in that bad of condition, and he realized he couldn't take care of him, so he just took him back to another sale, which is where we purchased him. The reason Platinum Ticket could not be brought home is because he had a fever and couldn't obtain a health certificate to veterinarian who couldn't write the health certificate administered him Exceed, and the sale barn boarded him, and he wasn't boarded without care. He was being given shots of Exceed. So, oh, well, Elizabeth, you're not. Elizabeth's last name is Samoya. Semioa is how I think you actually say it, but Samoya is how most people pronounce it. So what I do think is, one, okay, I'm trying to pop my ears. Ooh, okay. So what I will say is there's going to be a lot of people who are going to blindly believe the negative regardless of what I say. And I feel like those people are like the trash taking itself out. It's the trash. It's the trash taking itself out. Because if you're the kind of person that's going to blindly believe what you read on social media, you're not my following. You're not from my tribe. Because I surround myself by people that have common sense, that know there's more to every story than what meets the eye. There's your side, somewhere in the middle is the truth. And anybody who watches what I do would know that under no circumstances would I ever stand for any animal abuse. Now, there are people like that Emily girl who bought 722 on there saying, I bought a horse from her and she scammed me and ripped me off. That doesn't help. That doesn't help the horses at my facility. It actually makes some people that maybe would have been interested not be interested. But you know what? The way I see it is if you believe someone like that without understanding both sides, you're probably not a customer I would have wanted anyway. And that girl bought a horse. It got injured. She refused to pay. You have on your hat. She refused to pay her vet bills. She refused to pick her horse up. She still owes me board. The horse is still at my house. She wasn't scammed. She wasn't scammed. She literally purchased a horse and then refused to pay anything else. And that's not a scam. That's not me being a con artist. And sometimes those things make me I think those things make me the most angry, is that Facebook allows people like that to have a voice that shouldn't. Those people, like, you literally bought a horse and abandoned her. She's still at my property on my dime. We're having to pay. I'm having to pay now. You know? And at the end of the day, it seems absolutely atrocious to me. Atrocious. That people like that get to just say whatever. And I actually said the other day, like, I don't mind people not liking me. What I do mind is when one person can have 4 fake Facebooks and get on there and comment from all of them to, like, back themselves up. And that's what Desi does. Because if you go look at some of the most vocal, like that Brent Alexis, that's a fake profile. That is a fake profile. Why should somebody that is hiding behind a fake name be able to have an opinion on any platform? And you guys, if you think that somebody is a fake profile, you can report them, and you can go to the right hand corner and report them as this is a fake profile with a fake name. And then they have to actually produce an ID to be able to log back into that account. So anytime you see somebody that you believe is a fake account, report them. What, baby?
The clouds look like dinosaurs.
They do, baby. They do. So I have to sit down and finish sending out the board for Dylan. Dylan is picking up his load of horses today to go to Florida. I'm on my way there so I can video that load out. I think he wanted to ride 1 or 2 horses that he, Beba is probably doing vet work. I'm almost positive. I know yesterday she had a ton of errands to run, so I didn't see her yesterday. But today she is doing vet day, so we will be there. So make sure you, go on Facebook, type The Gauge into the search bar. It'll come up. It's a podcast. Go down to the second video there's a new one that just came out. How funny is this, that my video comes out and people are bullying me and being horrible to me in the comments, and the next video that comes out is on suicide prevention and awareness. I think that what upset me the most is that everything on the podcast was fine, and I actually really had a lot of respect for them. And then when all of, like, the hate started, it was almost like instead of defending the fact that they were like, well, we knew they were controversial, we had them on for the views. Okay, so, and then it was like almost as if they kind of gave in to the hate, which is something I don't do. I don't give in to the hate. It's why for 9 years I have had people hate me. I've had people for sit down. What are you doing? God damn it, I've got to pull over. My child has gotten in a phase to where she's being able to unbuckle her car seat. And she just popped out where she's got this part done, but she's gotten the chest piece undone. So I've got to pull over and get her freaking buckled back down. Does anybody have any recommendations for that? Sit. All right. Any recommendations for a child that has learned to undo their straps? Because that is something that I am struggling with her right now, and trying to explain to her that you can't do that. You can't unbuckle that. No, ma'am, you cannot unbuckle that.
Yeah, I can.
No, baby, you can't.
Yeah, I can.
And of course, there are people out there that are like, she's a terrible mom. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, Karen. You know your kid did it too. Like, anybody that wants to sit here and pretend like, oh, well, I just, shut the fuck up.
Mom, who are you talking to?
People on the phone.
Why?
Because you're naughty. Sit down.
No.
All right, let me get her buckled back in. Baby, you cannot unbuckle yourself.
Yeah, I can.
I know that you can, but you're not supposed to. That will get mommy in trouble because you're not supposed to be out of the seat. You need to get back. Now sit down. Do you want to get mommy in trouble? No.
So can you buckle me back in?
I can buckle you back in.
But you
I do have child locks on all the windows and doors where she can't pop out for sure, but I know she doesn't understand that. The werewolf likes to get little kids that don't get, yeah. Oh yeah, that buckle is, she's trying to put it back on. It's going to be hard. She learns how to do it. It is hard. Jealousy's, yes. 2 buttons to undo it, I think. The Flow makes one. I'm going to have to do something because she's at the stage to where, like, just the upright car seats that have the chest strap, she can undo those, and once she gets them done, she can work on the ones in her lap, and normally by the time we get to our destination, she's got at least one side of the lap undone.
why does the werewolf come?
Well, he'll come and get you because you're not buckled in. All right, you guys. I'm going to go buckle my child in. So anyway, if you don't mind, go and, just leave a good comment. It doesn't even have to be anything.
Mom, can you protect me? Mom, can you protect me from the werewolf?
I can protect you, yes. I've got 19 text
Mom,
messages.
I'm going to you. Mom, I'm coming to you for you all. I love you.
Sit down.
I
Here
need
she
a hug.
comes. Nope, you have to stay in your seat.
I need a hug. I don't have your hug. Can I have a hug from you?
I've got 16 text messages now. All right, you guys, I'm going to buckle her in and put your foot down. But she is cute, but it's, yeah. Should do. It's a thing for sure. Constant pulling over when mine were little. She is a little diva. The werewolf will come.
Can you protect me?
I can protect you if you're in your seat. Why did you unbuckle?
Because I want to go for the money.
Well, you cannot unbuckle.
Mom, can you give me a hug?
Yes, I can give you a hug.
Come to the
No, you cannot come walk up here. She's like, I'm just going to come up there and sit with you. No. All right, let me buckle her back in. Anyway, the whole thing about the podcast was I felt like I did a good job. I felt like I got my point across. I have had a ton of positive response. The negativity sucks, and it mostly sucks because I think that in the world of negativity, I think they're new to that. I don't think I'm new to the negativity. I think I'm used to it. But I do feel like they were. Like, his sisters got on there and, like, defended him because he felt like he had to defend himself after people said, and the thing is like, there's 150 amazing comments and then 10 people who are just going crazy And it's just funny because those 10 people can be so loud that the 150 positive comments are just overlooked. So what you have to do is just go on and leave more positive comments. Just keep leaving positive comments. Because at some point, I think that the negativity has to, like, the negative people have to remember, you don't have to like me, but just because you don't like me doesn't mean that other people are going to agree with you. You don't get to have an opinion that overshadows 365 people on this page that do like to watch me live and see what I say. Baby, your tita is going to come and she's not going to let you be Elizabeth's sister if you don't stay buckled in your car seat. You are Elizabeth's sister? But are you going to stay buckled in your car seat like a good girl? Okay, let me go buckle her in. Let me buckle my child in because she has unbuckled herself. Yes, be careful from the werewolf. Yes. All right, I'm going to finish my billing, buckle my child back in for the 19th millionth time today. And we'll be back live today. I'll go live when I go to the barn. We'll probably do Dylan's loadout live, and I have a hair appointment in an hour, so I have to hurry. All right, you guys. See y'all soon.